What's up, guys? Turn up my mic volume, I think. It's really low. Let's see if I can turn it up. Testing, testing, testing. How do I turn this mic up? Huh. Maybe I'll just bring it closer to my face. Alright, well, what's up, guys? What's up, Anthony? So right now I'm just putting out part 2 of my guide that I've been making. And I thought, why not just do it in real time so you guys can see what I do. That's pretty much it. So, what's up, Stinky Potatoes? So I write most of my posts on my phone while I'm at the pool, which is pretty dope. So I'm gonna just take the one that I wrote, part 2, on my phone, and I'm gonna email it to myself. And then I'll start putting it into a post. Okay, just emailed it over. Love these videos, but I want to see more of the making fun of gurus videos. Those are hilarious. You know, as much as I like doing those, I don't really like talking bad about other people. It kind of just makes me feel bad about myself, although it is kind of fun. What's up, Mega Street Preacher? Not a whole lot's going on, my man. Alright, let me open up my email. Okay, just grabbed everything in there. So yeah, I'll just be sitting in the sun and typing this stuff out on my phone. Then I'll email it to myself. Go to my website, let me log in. What's up, Goodly Rogue? By the way, just to let you guys know, I've been switching up my coaching so that it was $249 to get a 60-minute meeting with me. Now I'm doing it for $49. So if you want an hour call with me, any sort of help or anything, it's a pretty freaking good deal. I've never charged anything that low. So if you want it, I'll leave the link in chat and in the description of this video if you're watching this later. All right. So what I'm going to do is go into the website. We're going to go to posts, all posts. Add new. Stinky Potatoes can't get any SEO clients. You might want to book a call, man. All right, as always, that's just a comment. Okay, so I'm going to copy all of it in here. And let's grab the same theme we had on the first one. What's up, Gary? So the complete guide to SEO secrets. Part 2. Content marketing. Okay. Now I'm going to change that up. There we go. Okay, we're going to use the Divi Builder and we will use the front end. God, the lighting in here is terrible. Also, this camera isn't the right camera. I have to get a new cable because the other one broke when I was moving, I guess. Okay, so we're going to use existing content. And let me actually just go back and edit this really quick because we want to not have the sidebar. So we'll turn that off. Did not mean to publish that. That was a mistake. Let's save that as a draft instead. What's up, Lucas? Not wearing glasses today. No, I need to get new glasses. I accidentally broke mine. Max says, I'm opening a new affiliate site based on silo architecture. Keyword research is complete. Please suggest a few things to add on homepage. How to get testimonials. Okay, I'm a little bit confused about I'm opening a new affiliate site based on silo architecture. What does that mean? You're opening up a website based on architecture? That doesn't make sense to me. Please suggest a few things to add to the homepage. Well, that has to do with what you're marketing. I don't know what you're selling. How to get testimonials. So the way you get testimonials is you start controlling your traffic and you start asking your traffic that you control for reviews. Check It Media says, what's up? Let's see the blog optimization. Okay, well, we're getting there. Max says e-commerce site. Yeah, so I mean, again, what you should add on your homepage has to do with what your funnel looks like. All right, so you know what's funny is a lot of people ask me, they say, how do I do the perfect optimizations to a blog post? And when I release these, the first thing I worry about is not the like, how can I get this perfectly SEO? Because I think it's kind of a dumb. I don't think it like perfect SEO exists in a sense. My biggest concern is how do I get people to stick on this page once I send my traffic here? So one thing that you always want to do is when people hit your blog, you want to make sure that they don't have to scroll to start reading. So you don't like want some giant image right here where it's like that's all they see. So first thing I do is I go and make a featured image for the OG data because you're going to want to share this on social. And I just use something simple like Canva. Obviously you can use, Photoshop if you're good with that sort of thing. So what I do is I go and I find the dimensions, which are 600 by 315 for Facebook. So we'll do create design, custom dimensions, 600 by 315. So just switching that up a little bit. And then what I'll do is I will, I don't really have a really good way of doing this, honestly. I just like kind of wing it. And then if I end up getting a lot of traction with the post, then I'll have somebody like redesign the picture so that, it's better. But like, first of all, the first thing I want to do is not have to worry about a bunch of design stuff and then try to get, what I'm doing out there to see if people like it. So, you can really do anything. It doesn't really matter too much as long as like you're doing something, I guess. So like in the last one, it was literally just like, a SEO freaking. All right, well, here, I'll show you what I do. So let's just type in content because this is what the post is around. It's around content marketing. And I don't know. I literally have no idea. You don't want it to look too like freaking cheesy. But again, it doesn't really matter too much. I'll just choose something weird like let me try one new thing. I'll just say writing. Okay, yeah, so something like this. So we'll just do that, and then we'll do SEO secrets part 2. Creating. Wait, what happened to my formatting on that? So obviously the design part, like, you guys can criticize me on because I'm not in any way good at this. SEO secrets part 2, content marketing. Okay, so do some sort of weird background. Yeah, it's canvas, sorry. I don't freaking know, guys. I'm just winging it. Let's just go with, sure, whatever. Again, we're probably gonna end up changing this later. I just need to make sure I have the right complete guide to SEO secrets. So I'll just do that. And then I'll just put a logo and we'll just say screw it. So this is what's going to end up being shared on social media when we share the post. And it's important that we have the right dimensions because this will actually look better than what most people share on social media, even though it's like nothing special. All right, screw it. So we'll do that, and then let me just do a little square around it so it looks like it's in a box. No, not an actual box. Elements. There it is. So we'll use that, bring it around. Like so. And then before we do that, let me move these up a little bit. Because otherwise it's going to clip them. We don't want that. There we go. So there it is. And actually, let's move this down a little bit. Okay. So there is our jerry-rigged, whatever you want to call it. And then we'll just change the color of this to like something that'll catch people's attention, like orange. Okay. So there it is. So we'll download. God, that looks bad. Okay, actually, can I just center? Can I move this to the left? It's probably better. All right, that's it. I'm done. Okay, so we'll download that. You gotta pay $1. That's nothing. That's nothing. By the way, if any of you guys want to ask me a question and you want like a direct individualized answer, add me on Snapchat. I'm going to put my Snapchat name. I had somebody add me earlier today and I was literally just doing like video face like recordings of me answering his question. So if you want a personalized answer about like any questions you have with SEO, let me know. Okay, so next we'll go to tiny PNG and we'll put the image in there. And for some, there we go. Download that. Go back to our post. And now we're going to add our image. Now, when you add the image, you see how you can see the text and then the image? That's ideal. Like, that's what you want to do. Let's actually see what the bounce rate is on this post. So to see that, we will go to behavior, site content, all pages, I believe. And the bounce rate is 89%, I suppose, huh? Let's see if that's... I wonder why that's so high. Well, I guess don't take advice from me in terms of the images. That seems weird, though, that it's that high. I guess it's because it's social traffic, so people are hitting the page and then bouncing off pretty fast. But actually, the average time on page is 7 minutes, so that's actually really good. Kind of weird. So I guess a lot of people who hit the page, they're just like looking at it to see what it looks like, but then the people who do stay, they end up staying for a long time, I guess. The average view time per person is 2 minutes and 36 seconds. But then, oh, that's for all of the pages combined. Yeah, so this actually has the highest average time on page out of all the pages. Pretty weird. You don't put keywords in XF data of the image. No, I do not. I don't do a lot of the mumbo jumbo stuff that people, I guess, say you should do, because a lot of it I feel like you're not really helping anybody. So what's the point in spending your time working on things that don't actually end up helping the end user? Gosh darn it. There we go. Like, if you're just doing things for search engines, like, I don't know. I just think it's like you're spending your time doing things that are going to end up being irrelevant. So like focus on the things that are relevant now, because then you're going to be good at those things rather than focusing on things that are like just for search engines. You want to focus on the end user as much as possible. And I've always sort of believed that. Okay, so that just didn't add in there. Let's try to, oh, maybe it's because I didn't do, let's try full size. And I found that the 600 by 315 is a pretty good size for the post too. Okay, I might have to refresh this because this isn't going. All right, I'll refresh this. We'll save draft. And we'll refresh it. Okay, let's just refresh the page now. We'll go back in here, edit, add media. And let's see if we can do it now. Full size, select. Okay, I'm not sure what the bug is here, but something's going on. I wonder if we go on the regular editor and try it. Okay, try it now. Add media. This one. We'll do full size and full send. There we go. Okay, it went in this time. All right, so now that it's in, So now what we want to do, I hate how Divi kind of has this laid out. It's kind of annoying, but I guess we can zoom out. Okay, so in part 1 of this complete guide to SEO secrets, I showed you marketing tactics that only the top 10% of marketers know and utilize. So I'll add a link to that with the anchor text because we want to link back to that post with anchor text that targets the keywords that it's going for. And then I'll just link it one more time. Just so there's another call to action so they know what they're looking at. And we don't want it as an external link because people are going to be navigating throughout the site and it doesn't make sense for us to be pointing to an external link on our own site basically, or like externally link on our own site. Or sorry, open a new tab is what I meant. Okay, so for those of you who have read part 1, as you know, it's very important to figure out how to create content that attracts your target audience to engage with your brand in an organic way. Search engines and searchers should be able to easily decipher if our content is, I guess we'll say, your content is highly relevant. It's an optimal user experience based on searcher's intent. But how do we create content that our users will engage with, find relevant, and interpret us as an authority on? As discussed in part 1, we start with the top-down approach. Okay. So then we would put a heading tag because we kind of want to separate this out. What is the top-down approach? Like so, and then again, we just kind of like segment it like it would be an essay. So we would put H2 probably. To implement the top-down approach, we begin with identifying, I would say probably by identifying our most expensive products or services. We then figure out what content, products, or services we'd be willing to give away for free. When we give away, what we give away should match a story that our audience lives on a day-to-day basis, with simultaneously offering them a better alternative route as a solution to a story they're currently living. Content marketing concepts aside, okay, so now that you know the basics to the top-down approach, well, actually, let's just get rid of that and just go here. This will be another H2. Okay, so it doesn't matter what industry you're in or what search algorithm you're trying to do well on. All search engines love words. And if you're trying to get traffic from the most widely used search engine on the web, which is Google, then you certainly are going to need you are certainly going to need to incorporate text-based content in your marketing strategy. By starting with text-based content, you get to, so then we should probably put some media in here or something. I just use memes because they're easy. Text meme or writing meme, I guess, or something. I'll just take whatever the topic is and I'll just put it in there because I don't really do it because of the SEO purposes. I just do it to keep people interested in the page, and like more images just keeps people kind of interested. So like this is funny too, like brace yourself, the writing's coming. All right, so we'll put that in there, and then I will change the URLs because you do want the URLs to not be all jumbled up for like people who are like blind or something and they read URLs, I guess, or have screen readers. So I will just say writing meme, and I don't try to like keyword stuff or anything either. I just say what it is. Same thing with the alt text. Okay, so then we'll just bring it back over here. And then I'll usually put it like after the first sentence of like whatever, because you don't want to put it right underneath a heading tag. It just looks weird in my opinion. Okay, there it is. You don't put, oh, sorry, I already answered that. All right, we'll put that in the alt text. There we go. And actually, we want to serve the image as a native. Oh, actually, it already is. Okay, so that's just a small image. I guess that's fine. Okay, so um, okay, so and if you're trying to wait, let me read this again. Okay, so it doesn't matter what industry you're in or what search algorithm you're trying to do on. All search engines will have words. If let me just take out and if what the heck? Why can't I capitalize I? Maybe I'm just not seeing it. What the heck is going on? Oh, it's because I'm on caps lock right now. There we go. If you're trying to get traffic from the most widely used search engine on the web, Google, then you're certainly going to need to incorporate text-based content in your marketing strategy. By starting with text-based content, you get to create a general outline for any search engine you'll want to repurpose and optimize your content on next. Memes are like public use. I mean, you can't really like, it's just text with like, you know, I mean, and they even have like the person who made it put their website there, so they're getting like free advertising. I don't think it's a problem. Okay, if you really want to be mega, because I could literally just go and create this on a meme generator and make the exact same thing. If you really want to be mega successful with your approach to SEO and marketing, you'll want to repurpose the content you're producing to be able to get as much traction on multiple search engines as possible. If you remember, this is also how you create the snowball effect. In case you don't remember the snowball effect, you need to have multiple. So then let's just do an image, I guess, for the snowball. And then for these images, you actually want to use like pixels, which is free images, because you don't know. Snowballs. I guess that works. Let's go for the smaller image because we don't want to have to resize it. And then let's take the file name, change it up. Snowball effect. And then we will add the image. Okay. All right, so in case you don't remember the snowball effect, you need to have multiple assets. Okay, so what about video or audio-based content? So we'll probably make this an H3. Let's see actually how many sections we have on here. Yeah, oh, that's where all these images went. Wow, okay, let's get rid of those. Why did they go on the bottom of the screen? I guess we'll make it an H2. We'll see. We'll just make it H2 for now and see what happens. Jacob's currently building an e-commerce porn site. Wish him luck. Wish him luck, chat. Gary says, I don't think Google cares much for the XF data. Yeah, well, I heard once that they actually strip the XF data and they take it out of the images and they don't use it, but I don't know if that's true or not. Max says, I have ranked dozens of images using that technique. I don't know if it's the XF data that helped. Just wanted to know what other experts had to say about this. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think it really has to do with like how it's actually helping the user. I don't know if the XF data is really helping at all. What about video or audio-based content? About a year ago, I created a gaming website. I plan to take text-based content. And here we go. Let me actually take a screenshot of that website. Okay, and we will put that on tiny PNG again. Download that. Bring it back, upload it. And it gave me a JFIF. What the heck is that? It says download the JPEG, but then it gave me a... So did that save as a... No, it's a JPEG. Okay. Well, I think there's one way you can do this. You just open it like this, edit with paint, and then save as .jpeg, right? I think that fixed it. Yeah, there you go. Gary says, I try to put myself in the shoes of Google. Who would you care to write an algorithm to do that? Suppose somebody must have tested it properly, but I would imagine it doesn't affect the ranking. I think back in the day, a lot of that type of stuff wound up really working because Google had very unsophisticated sort of ranking, being able to, the way they ranked things was just based off like you inputting the data. Now I think Google is smart enough to be able to use how users interpret a website and a business and a brand and engage with it, that kind of stuff, a lot better. And maybe even it might be a small thing still, but I just don't think it's worth spending your time on. Because at the end of the day, your biggest issue should be figuring out how to make people interested in your brand, which doesn't really have much to do with like putting XF data in an image. Like that's like something that anybody could do. And I don't think there's like, it's not like, I don't think SEO is like this video game anymore where it's like, oh, just press A, left, right, up, B, and you're going to end up ranking. Like, I don't think that is a thing. It used to be a thing, but now it's like actually understanding marketing and people and branding and all that good stuff. Which is cool because it gives you the ability to actually really help people and not have to do a bunch of weird, shady stuff that doesn't actually really like end up helping anybody and makes you feel like, oh, I'm in a niche where the only thing I do is I try to find out how to freaking hack Google and, you know, cheat the system. You don't really want to do that. You want to actually end up helping people. At least I do. I don't know about you. So I'm putting all these as headings now. Okay, so as a marketer, you need to hypothesize. My theory that led to discovering this... Oh, wait, let me read this off really quick. Okay, so about a year ago, I created a gaming website. I planned to take text-based content, then repurpose that text in YouTube video walkthroughs. Then in just a few weeks, the website and YouTube videos that I produced began bringing in thousands of views every week. I was also able to use the same strategy in the adult niche and generated over 100,000 organic views in just a week. But what made my approach unique? Targeting. For my marketing strategy, I was able to identify a market that was undersaturated on one of the many possible search engines I could have chosen from. In this scenario, the undersaturated search engine wound up being Google. As a marketer, you need to be hypothesize. I think we should just bold this instead of heading it out. So we'll just bold it out. My theory that led to discovering this vulnerability was that everyone was making YouTube tutorials for games, but not a whole lot of those same people knew how to create a website and rank their tutorials on Google. How do you find vulnerabilities? Question mark. In part 1 of this series, I shared with you how I discovered the undersaturation of SEO-related content on YouTube. I found that there were virtually no SEO-based live streams of people recording their screens that you could interact with and ask questions while they worked. Note, let's put a little freaking bold there. Little bold, little bold. I'm still not seeing a whole lot of brands doing SEO live streams with screen sharing, so if you want to get into that, you'd probably do very well. Back to the gaming website. Just like the vulnerability I found on YouTube for SEO content, I found that when I search Google for gaming advice for different games, there are only a few sites showing up. Gosh darn it, there's another note. Let's bold it out. Note, I didn't start my research with any fancy keyword tool or some 23-step bullshit keyword research strategy. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Your topic, targeting, or keyword research should revolve around you using your understanding of your market to find out what all your competitors are currently promoting and where they're promoting it at. Their content at. There's whatever. Yeah, sure, whatever. Ideally, all you have to do is the opposite of what most of your competitors are doing, and by standing out from the herd, people will follow you because you are unique. Then you reverse build that audience into engaging with you on the platform everyone is competing on. Yes, local, especially local. Let's do an H3 there. If you're working with a local brand, you're trying to get them to rank, but more importantly, you want to start bringing them in new qualified leads, then this strategy works extremely well. So then let's go ahead and put a local meme. So you enjoy your small business, but you are for giving up most of your profit. No. Trying to find I have no idea. Sure, whatever. Whatever. It doesn't matter, honestly. It really doesn't. No music today. I'm listening to music in the background, but the problem is if I play music, then these videos I can't usually post because they get copyrighted, which is annoying. Okay, so we got local SEO meme. Add medium. Unless I wanted to play some sort of royalty-free copyright bullshit music, which really usually sucks pretty bad. Did this name not change? Oh no, it did. I just didn't get the compressed version. Gosh darn it, why does it keep saving these at freaking JFIFs? Edit. Save as. No, I changed it, I swear. You gotta believe me, WordPress. Dude, I swear I changed it. Why don't you believe me? Alright, screw it. I'm just gonna put the uncompressed version because I don't even care. Oh, it worked. You got me into synthwave. Yeah, that's what actually I'm listening to in the background right now. It's good stuff. Okay, it's the strategy I used to outrank. I used to outrank everyone in my town for keywords like web design, SEO, computer repair, iPhone repair, and more. Let's just capitalize all these correctly because we're not doing that. I also use this strategy to generate over 270 5-star reviews to my local Google My Business page. Okay, so most cities. With that being said, most cities you're going to compete in will contain under 100 businesses within your niche, if not substantially far less. The biggest vulnerability that local companies don't take advantage of. Almost all local companies are vulnerable to our marketing strategies for the reason that they're all competing locally but not nationally. This means that they aren't building out national authority, which they could reverse build into their local authority. We can easily build a national audience of thousands of people from national targeting and then funnel that traffic into our free opt-ins. From there, you have your controlled audience leave you a review on your local business based on how you help them with your brand, how you help them with your content, help them from, with your content. You can also have them engage with your new content, build links. The possibilities are endless as long as you can control your traffic. Streamline, repeat, and destroy. Let's put that up to here. And let's get a meme. Actually, now that should be an H2. Jacob says, JK, I build websites and do Facebook marketing for clients. I'm just getting into SEO. Can you link me a video of how to rank a website from square one, step by step? Good ass content, by the way. Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, so I mean, that's kind of what I've been doing with this guide. So I would check out the first video I did and read the guide that I made before this. But ideally, if I were you and anybody who's watching, like I said, have opened my calendar for hour-long appointments with me. If you want to book an hour, I normally charge like $250. It's only $49 right now. And just to put that in perspective, like I only give people like 3 phone calls on my certification, which is worth like $3K. So if you want an hour with me and you want me to like go in and look at whatever you're doing, help you with your current projects, get more clients, that kind of thing, I highly recommend you go book a time. I just left the link to this in the chat if you guys want to go book a time with me. Okay. Where the heck did I just go with the, oh, here it is. So yeah, let's get a meme and let's do something about like lasers or something. All right, we'll just do this. Please don't give me of whatever. Yes, I got a JPEG. Okay, let's go bring this back. And if any of you add me on Snapchat right now, I will check my Snapchat and I will do a video response to you right now. Oh wow, we just got 4 people. We got Jack Storm, Joseph, Guy, Elton, and Uriel. Or wait, is this on my other Snapchat? Actually, sorry, hold on. Let me check my main Snapchat. That's the wrong one. You know what's weird? I don't understand why in this industry, people who do SEO, you guys don't use Snapchat, which is really odd to me because it is, in my opinion, the best way to sell what you're doing. Like, you can't get much more personal than it. And I know like people are like, well, I use Instagram and stuff like that, but I do not get Instagram. I think Snapchat is the most personalized app you can use right now on the market. I can't stand other social media platforms. I barely use social media platforms now besides like YouTube, and like I'll post some stuff in Facebook, but it's it's just junk out there. Gary Cook says boobs, please. Did you switch to WP again? Yes. If you remember, I was going on Squarespace for a little while. Okay, so in order to do anything well in life, we need to be able to scale and streamline what we're doing. For the purpose of creating engaging content, we need to find out what works best in the niche that we choose. I generally say that you should pick 2 main search engines. The first search engine you choose should be the one with the least amount of saturation. For my SEO content, this was YouTube. So let's link the YouTube channel. That was cool. Cook is my real surname. Oh, what's up, Gary? All right, let's do a custom video real quick for Gary. If you guys add me on there, I will literally like send you custom stuff. Let's do this. What's up, Gary? Just respond. I'll put you on YouTube real quick. We'll give you a shout out. Okay, but do you see what I mean? Like, it doesn't get much more personal than that. Like, that's so cool that you can do that. You can't really do that on other social platforms. Okay, can I please get the link to my channel? There we go. And we'll go back over here, plug it in. And we will link this externally because it's not on our own website, or in a new tab, I mean. Okay, so the next platform should be where most of the money is made. So in my case, I chose Facebook groups. Join mine here. And we'll just link that. Gary, are you calling me on Snapchat right now? You want to do this? That's the other cool thing is you can just call people on it. Link externally on that. Okay, to determine my streamline and scalability, I use the top-down approach as discussed in part 1 of this guide. Again, I identify my highest ticket item, like which is my SEO certification for $2,997. And let's go link that so we can get some juice going over there. I wonder if I can just Control L and it'll let me link it. There's got to be a shortcut key. Oh, okay, so I can just go like that. Okay, never mind. Okay, apparently if you just highlight it and then Control V on top of it, it does it for you. Oh, actually, I don't want to link that as an external. Below that, I sell my hour-long coaching calls for $49. We'll link that here. We'll external link that one. On the third step down, I offer free opt-ins. Lately, I've been testing Snapchat, but ideally, I would have people opt in to subscribe to my YouTube channel or join my Facebook group. P.S. If you add me on Snapchat now, I'll answer any one question for you. Username is Chaseroo. On the fourth step down, I offer free content that will foreshadow what people are going to get by opting into my next level up in my funnel. In order to tap into both of my goals, which is exploiting the weaknesses. Wait. In order to achieve both of my goals, which is 1, exploiting the weaknesses of undersaturated content on YouTube, and 2, to also rank some weird spacing going on here. In order to achieve both of my goals, which are 1, to exploit the weakness of undersaturated content on YouTube, mainly live stream, and complete guide type content. 2, also rank on Google, simultaneously rank on Google. Frick, I really kind of messed up the way I worded this. On the 4th step down, I offer free content that will foreshadow what people are going to get by opting into the next of my funnel. In order to do this, I created 2 goals for myself. 1, exploit the weakness of undersaturated content on YouTube, mainly live stream, and complete guide type content. Simultaneously rank on Google, which is why this doesn't make sense. We'll just skip that. I start by writing out complete guides that start as blog posts. Then I hire a VA to repurpose my written content into a presentation that I use to put videos out on YouTube. That's pretty much it. I will continue testing this theory for the next month or 2. And just like any marketing strategy, if the content I'm producing doesn't lead to bringing in rankings on Google and YouTube while simultaneously generating traffic and engagement, opt-ins, and pushing my audience through my funnel, sales funnel, then I need to recalculate my theory and adjust my strategy. I can't say this enough. Test, test, test. This is the key. This is the key to marketing. No. I'll just say test. Now we'll just, here we go. Back in the day, quantity over quality won the game. If you release one blog or one video a day, your brand would essentially be guaranteed to generate an audience over the next year as long as you stay consistent. So let's see if we can do another meme. Graham, what's up? Hey Chase, great to see you live and in the mix in WordPress. A quick question. If I were to book on your calendar, are the time slots I am seeing relevant to my time in UK native to you? I believe so, but if you want to double check, you want to book a time, I'll let you know what time shows up for me. But I'm pretty sure it adjusts based on where you're at. That's why I did Calendly instead of you can book me, because that actually wound up kind of messing up some of the other appointments that I had back when I was using that app. Quality. I'm trying to find if it's quality over quantity. Wouldn't it be quality divided by quantity? We'll just do this one. Frick, it's a JFIF, whatever that is. All right, let me just, apparently you don't have to compress it. Okay. If okay, so back in the day, quantity over quality won the game. If you released one blog or one video a day, your brand would be essentially guaranteed. Would essentially be guaranteed to generate an audience over the next year as long as you stayed consistent. Now you look at most people who do a blog or a video, most brands that release a blog or a video a day, and about a blog or video a day about some new update or and virtually nobody cares. Let's just do that. So what changed? Content overload. Let's bold that. Virtually anything and everything you'd ever want to know is now contained in your back pocket. Or front pocket. I don't know where you keep your phone at. It's for that reason that most, let's say, most brands are generating mass content as a way to manipulate people and search engines to help them help get more of their products and services sold. But these days, most consumers can see through the bullshit. That's probably why they don't click on articles that show you the top 5 ways to do average monthly search rate of 200 keyword. Unless you're doing what I discussed earlier, creating engaging, authoritative content that's also relevant to the searcher's intent, provides optimal UX, and simultaneously exploits weaknesses in your niche, then you're going to be left with a short-term faith-based marketing strategy that will probably be categorized as a failure within the next year. Okay, so that's it for content marketing concepts. In part 3, I will be showing you the full process I use to create and streamline content that conveys the that replicates the qualities discussed, replicates the necessary qualities replicates. In part 3, I'll be showing you the tools and tricks as well as my full process that I use to create and streamline content that really brings in engagement, that ranks, sells, and generates and I don't know what the last one would be. Streamline content that ranks, sells, and helps and generates authority. Until the next time. Till next time, happy SEOing. Okay, so that's pretty much it. That's like, it's not a huge article, but it's decent. So that's part 2. So I'm going to save and exit. I'm going to take the set featured image as the one that we used here because that's the one that we're going to want to get pulled into our OG data. We're going to set the title like this. copy. Come on. I guess you can't do it like that, so let's just do it like this. And then we'll take the, let's just go ahead and go to the text. Take that. Hopefully that's enough. Probably is. Okay, and then just put this in here even though it doesn't matter. One thing we probably want to do really quick is just build on front end, because I don't for some reason know why spell check doesn't work on like the Divi editor. So let's see if we can find anything that needs to be spell checked. I guess not, looks fine, okay. So then yeah, let's just publish it. Okay, now that it's published, let's go see if we can go to the post. Looks good. So now let's just go ahead, start sharing it out. One thing we should probably do really quick is just add a call to action. No, it's probably fine. So yeah, let's just go ahead and publish it. So I'm gonna say, all right, SEO pros, I just got done releasing the new part 2 new complete SEO secrets guide part 2. If you'd like to read the new post, please do so now and leave feedback telling me what you think. Enjoy. And then I'll do a header too, so complete, because you can do that in Facebook groups, so complete guide to SEO secrets part 2 content marketing. And then you can see that the we'll make it H1. You can see that this OG data looks pretty decent, even though it's not like a professionally done image by any means, but you can see it like matches well in here. So we'll post that. And then we're going to go ahead and mark as an announcement. And we'll refresh. And we'll just go ahead and pin it to the top so it stays up there. Okay, next thing we're going to do is we're going to go post it on our Facebook page. So we'll go find that. And it's kind of cool to see the real-time analytics too. Let's see how many people we can get. The last one I did, I was able to get 53 or 54 people on real-time at once. So we'll share that. And I usually just put like a little bit of ad budget in it because it usually helps, seems like it helps the algorithm hit a little bit easier. So I'll just do like $5 or like $10. We'll do a day. Custom audiences, I'll usually do website visitors and people who engage with the page. For some reason, there we go, boost. Okay, next thing I'll do is I'll go over to MailChimp. Let's go to campaigns. So the last one got some clicks, so that's okay. So we'll email it out, call it whatever, doesn't matter. Add recipients, we have 7,800. Change the email. Save. Add subject. Just put this preview in there. Save. Design email. Okay. Edit. Link. And right now we're at 8 visitors live. Let's see. Usually we get a lot more when I start pushing it out on email stuff. Okay, so we'll have it open in a new tab. And also we'll have an image, because then it usually increases our chances of getting clicks, I believe. Don't quote me on that. And I need to figure out where that one image just went. There it is. Okay, we'll plug that in there. Keep dimensions, open a new window. And sometimes when I add the image, it takes the link out. So I'm just going to put it in there again, just to make sure. Save and close. And I don't do anything super fancy with my emails. I just kind of send them out like that. Send now. I also published this on Discord, so let me go do that. So again, I try to create as many assets as possible. And just got to get that text so I can put it in there. I also try to respond to as many comments as possible because you usually get the algorithms to work. Doesn't really matter where you're responding. Like if you respond to your comments on YouTube, on Facebook, even on Google, you usually end up getting some sort of boost somehow. So I try to, within like the first couple hours, I try to respond to as many comments as possible, even if it's just saying thank you, which is mostly what I say. Okay, send it out on there. Let's delete this post because this is not as relevant now. And we'll post it in here as well. Okay, let's see what we're at. We're at 16 visitors now. Okay, now we'll go back over to here and we'll create a post. And I'm just going to plug that in there. Same sort of thing. We'll do the image. And then again, what I'm going to end up doing after all this is making a video that's going to basically be part 2 as well. You can see the thumbnail image is kind of low on this, but whatever. Apparently you have to have different dimensions for that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So I mean, I could keep going to other places as well. I think like maybe like Twitter So I would just go like that. I don't know how many people actually, I never use Twitter. I really don't like it, but see if that works. Okay. And then, yeah, that's like everything. I mean, I could just share it on my personal page if I wanted to, but I mean, for the most part, like that's pretty much as far as it'll get for me for now. I'll end up probably getting like 1,000 visits or something from this, just to this page. And then the last thing I also want to do, by the way, is because when you first release this, you want to make sure that there's scrapers aren't there out there that are like trying to get this index before you. So you go to Search Console, go into the property you want to use, like so. And then you're going to go URL inspection, plug it in. And I usually do this after I share on social because then I get like a little bit more of a boost, it seems. I don't know if that's true or not, but whatever. Okay, so request indexing. So we're already getting comments. And never mind, that's spam. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So we'll see what happens. Oh, and then one other thing is I usually pin this on my page, so that it's like the first thing people see. My Yank says it's 3:25 a.m. I'm watching your video. Oh yeah, I've definitely done that before with live streams, so I feel it, man. Okay, so yeah, if you guys want to see the presentation for this, that I'll be doing very soon. Oh yeah, and the other thing that I do is I send this to my VA to have her break down into a presentation. Hey, Rena, can you do another conversion for me to a presentation? This one is a bit shorter. Probably half the amount. Yep, so there we go. So now you guys kind of have a behind the scenes look in terms of how I go and do all these blog stuff. If you guys have any questions or anything, let me know, and I will be doing the presentation very soon. And again, if you would like to book a time with me, it's just calendly.com/CR1. That's it. Until I see you guys next time, happy SEOing.